Hi, this is Christopher Maloney. I want to talk to you about if there's life on other planets. The only life that we know about is our tiny little blue orb, Earth, and we're trying to know if we can actually extrapolate from what we know about Earth to other planets and knowing about life on other planets. It's a really big universe out there, so statistically, you'd think somewhere out there there's life besides just us. That makes sense. But we don't really know. It's just because we've only just really started looking at the universe. Statistically, it's infinite, so in an infinite universe or infinite multiverse, there should be an infinite number of possibilities on life elsewhere. That makes sense. And there's so many other beautiful galaxies out there. There's got to be life out there someplace. The universe is a pretty big place. It's just us. It seems like an awful waste of space. That's Carl Sagan. The universe is under no obligation to make sense to you. That's Neil deGrasse Tyson. The cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself. Carl Sagan. So we don't have to have anything make sense. It's not required. We can find patterns in almost anything. This is the center of a hurricane. It looks a lot like a galaxy. Does it have anything really to do with a galaxy? Maybe, maybe not. We look for patterns, we find patterns. So let's go through some other ideas. In 1976, we had a methane gas found on Mars. Not conclusive. 77, we had a 37-second radio race message from around Sagittarius. Never decoded or explained in any way. Not conclusive. 1996, we found microbes in a Martian meteorite. Other scientists said, not conclusive. 2001, the Drake equation says there must be hundreds of thousands of possible Earths in our galaxy. Not conclusive. 2001, Europa's red tinge might indicate bacterial life. 2002, radio-proof bacteria could not have evolved on Earth. You can prove that it cannot evolve. A radiation-proof bacteria that we found cannot have evolved on Earth. Not conclusive. 2002, Venusian clouds could show microbe life. Not conclusive. Sulfur traces on Europa. Not conclusive. Methane and even formaldehyde in the Martian atmosphere. Not conclusive. 2004, a mysterious radio signal received 3 different times from the same region of space. Not conclusive. And we're just talking about the stuff we can see. If there were aliens sitting in the middle of Jupiter, that gas cloud, somehow they've managed to survive the storms and everything. We have no idea. We can't see inside there. So we have no idea. We can't even get a probe inside there. It would just trash it before it got down into the center of the core. So there's so much we don't know. So what are we looking for? Chemicals. Can we find the chemical blocks of life? Can we find water? Can we find signs of microbial life? And then can we find signs of intelligent life? Realize a lot of the signals that we're getting can also be bounced off our own atmosphere somehow. Some weird atmospheric effect could cause us to think they're coming from outside. It's just a really big universe out there. So there might be alien life right here among us on our own planet, at least bacterial. It might be in our own solar system, and it might be in our galaxy. But will we ever know in our lifetimes? There's our giant galaxy. That's the distance to the nearest star. We've gone to our moon. We're trying to get to Mars. That's the nearest star. It's that far away. There's the nearest star on the charts. There it is, that little guy right there. So maybe we could contact intelligent life by broadcasting to it, or wait for visitors to come if they haven't already, or go visiting in 78,000 years or so using regular rocket power. I don't know. If we're going to use broadcasting, this is how far we've broadcast in our Milky Way. That little dot right there. The only way we're going to get there is using a warp drive. We do have initial models for how this could work, and that's as far as we've gotten at this point. It's just a really big distance. We're like people with canoes trying to think about crossing the Pacific. It's possible, but hard. But we may have already started the process of getting starting material for quantum travel already together. That material may actually be dark matter. The dark matter we know exists because it's actually bending light. That's where the shine of the Hubble telescope can see the dark matter bending light. And here's a whole discussion of how to make dark matter.
85% of the matter in our universe is a mystery.
So, thank you all for coming. That has been my thoughts about is there life elsewhere in the universe.